Ladies and gentlemen, I'm bringing you a much needed update about the situation Bitcoin's facing right now. It has managed to pierce upwards above the center line of resistance coming from that descending channel formation, which characterizes the entirety of this price range for the last 5 months, since around late February, early March. And now the question is, well, do we buy here, right? Is this a buying zone? Is Bitcoin in the clear yet? Unfortunately, the answer is no. We are literally on the brink of glory, but we're not quite over the hurdle. And that may come as a surprise to you, but it shouldn't. The weekly candle levels are what characterize this current price resistance, and we have not seen that weekly candle yet. On top of that, we're also seeing resistance stemming through from various other charts that are non-Bitcoin related, and also Bitcoin charts on different time frames. So lots to discuss here today. I'm going to give you an update on the situation. I'm going to show you what we actually need to be seeing. And a lot of people, I think, are getting a little bit too confident, a little bit too early, just a tad too early. So I'll give you an update today. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, go ahead and check out the Bitfinex and BingX exchanges with my referral links down below in the pinned comment and description. You will be getting a 15% trading fee discount for life on those exchanges, right? Your entire life on that exchange, you have a 15% trading fee discount, every single buy, every single sell, just by using my referral link to sign up. On top of that, these are global non-KYC exchanges. You can sign up from literally anywhere in the world. They've both never been hacked before either. So take your pick, Bitfinex or BingX. Use my links down below. Let's get into the content. So this is the descending channel formation that characterizes the entire price range we've seen in the last 5 months. I asked a question in my YouTube community poll, and you might find this interesting. I'll just show it quickly. 1,300 votes, and I said, when will we be breaking this range, either to the upside or downside? So when will the consolidation end, in other words? And a lot of people think it's going to be September. A lot of people think it's going to be October. So we're looking at September to October. That's the popular opinion, most likely September. This actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, if we look at this from a cyclical perspective, we go back and we see, historically speaking, it's taken Bitcoin about 1,100 days to breach all-time highs, measured from the prior all-time high. If we do that again this cycle, 1,100 days, and we consider what we have seen so far a deviation, we can say that Bitcoin would be breaching all-time highs around the mid to early, let's just say the mid to early November region. If we were to break this channel to the upside in October, we would be perfectly on track with the 4-year cycle to head to all-time highs around the early November region. Now, we could do it a little bit earlier than that. Considering the length of the consolidation, I wouldn't be surprised if we do see a break in September. In fact, I would lean towards a break in September. I think that's the likely scenario. Even then, though, we would be within the range of justifiable margin for error for the 1,100 date range trend. Although I don't have it on this chart in the price cycle, we were about 60 days later than in this cycle right here. So being about 60 days earlier in this cycle and breaking, to the upside a little bit earlier than expected would not be a deviation of a trend, in my opinion. Now, this is kind of besides the point and probably besides the reason you clicked on this video, but I just want to inform you that Bitcoin is not really in trouble by any means. The length of this consolidation is not a problem. And if we do break to the upside or the downside, but break to the upside in order to remain bullish, of course, in September or October, that would actually be ideal from a cyclical perspective. So we are, we did ruin our chances of seeing an excellent preemptive bull market and spiking to the upside, just seeing something, ridiculously early and ridiculously smooth and fast by dropping down in June and seeing this consolidation since then. But now we are reconnecting to a potential bullish scenario with the 4-year cycle. A lot of this is still in the air. A lot of this is still, very speculative. We don't really know what's happening with traditional markets yet. It could just roll over completely, but that's why we have our invalidation zones. And just bear with me, I'm going to discuss a few things and we'll get into the actual what's happened here. But the invalidation zones, of course, I need to mention them, being these yellow lines on the screen, right? If Bitcoin breaks this yellow line from 2018, going through where I'm circling right now on multiple occasions, that would be a very bad sign. If it breaks this one as well, that would be, in my opinion, the end of the bull market. Because if we break both of those things, not only are we breaking them, which are very, very important lines, we're also breaking everything that would entail in a break of those lines. Like all the indicators would be gone, the channel would be gone, everything would be gone. We'd be breaking down from these structures. We'd be breaking down from 49 to 47K. There would be no reason to remain bullish past that point. So until that occurs, okay, I am taking a macro bullish stance, and hence within my macro bullish stance, I am looking at macro bullish scenarios, such as the macro bullish scenario through which we may reconnect with the 4-year cycle, which would, I suppose, be bolstered if we did break to the upside of this channel either in September or October. Therefore, in September or October, it would be great to break this channel. And we've made good steps towards that, right? Good steps towards that for sure, and this is what we're discussing today. Now, the channel itself, obviously you've got the top, which is resistance, the bottom, which is support, obviously, but we also have, and this is slept on by a lot of people, and there's a reason why I've drawn this channel in the way I've drawn it, the center line of the channel, which of course is also resistance and support, specifically since around this price region right here, clear resistance, clear support on multiple occasions across this chart history on the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 occasions. And now, right, we noticed in the last couple weeks, I should say, the center line of the channel was actually pinning the price downwards for literally weeks on end. We saw the bull market support band as well as the 250-day SMAs bolstering that level for resistance. And so we were in a very, annoying place to be, because every time we went upwards, we were getting rejected down, not only by the center line, but by all the indicators that were resting there. So I said very clearly, in order for Bitcoin to get in a good position, we need to break the center line and break all the indicators involved in bolstering the center line. Therefore, we need to break something like 64 to 65K. Now, luckily, we have done that. We're not completely through the process yet, but we've made a good step towards it. We saw a great daily candle, very strong daily candle, bullish engulfing candle from that recent red candle, and we've come all the way upwards, and we are right at the top of the bull market support band. We've probably broken the bull market support band but not clearly enough, right? So everyone right here, I've been getting spam with messages for the last 6-7 hours because I had a busy morning. I wasn't able to post, but I'm posting now, and people were saying, "Oh, Wolf, we're back in the clear, Wolf. You know the number you said, we've reached it. We're back in the clear. I'm buying again." I will say to you now, we have not completely gotten in the clear yet, right? No, we haven't, because the indicators I was looking at have not been broken fully yet. They are weekly candle indicators. Now, I'm not saying we have to wait for a weekly candle. If we saw a clear breakout, a clear flip, you wouldn't necessarily have to wait for a weekly candle. But what I'm looking at right now, if we go to the weekly chart, which is what these indicators are based on, specifically the bull market support band, which is the upper level that we're basing this whole we need to break 64K thing on, that is a weekly candle level. And the bull market support band right now, we are not quite over it yet. We're certainly not over it on the weekly candle close. If you look at the weekly candle, we wicked above it, but now the weekly, of course, we are fighting it for resistance. We're battling it. Furthermore, right, it wasn't just 64K I said we needed to break. All right, it was that indicator. It was also this line here on the weekly chart RSI on Bitcoin, which I've very clearly stated on every single time I mention that resistance zone, right? This line, stepping backwards from March, right, it didn't cleanly touch here, but it cleanly touched right here, and it cleanly touched on the wick we saw today. That is a line we need to break as well. This is a weekly candle level on the indicator that was, we were basing our target based off of 64K that we needed to get off, our hurdle, I should say. It's also a weekly candle level now with the RSI. So until we get the weekly candle close above this RSI level and above the bull market support band, I'm not touching this market. I'm not interested in doing so. There's no reason for me to do so. I don't think we are in the clear yet. We've made good progress, that is for sure. Excellent progress. We've flipped a few levels of support. We bounced off of, if we go to the 4-hourly chart, we bounced off of major support zones here on the 4-hourly chart. You can see these lines coming up. Good bounces. We've flipped, obviously, this level at 62.5. We're trying to flip 63.8, but we haven't quite done so yet. And we haven't quite confirmed it on a weekly close yet. If we look at Ethereum, for example, this kind of reinforces my point. Ethereum obviously sometimes foreshadows what's going to happen with Bitcoin, and Ethereum has not flipped its resistance yet. So it's much like Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin may look like it's flipped its resistance, but it actually hasn't upon closer inspection. When you look at the weekly candle levels, which are what the hurdle was based on at 64K, what I was basing the hurdle on, it hasn't actually flipped them yet. If you look at Ethereum, it's the same story, right? Ethereum looks good. It's moved to the upside. It's broken one layer of resistance in yellow, which I've just highlighted. But very importantly, and more importantly, it is yet to break its prior macro support zone, which is now a macro resistance in red. In fact, it's tested the top of that resistance zone, as well as tested a very important descending resistance line, which is rejected from so far, as well as rejected from, on a wick, a very important RSI daily chart resistance line. Same thing with total cryptocurrency market cap. It's broken above one layer of resistance, this green level right here, which is now support, but now it's coming into a major resistance zone via the volume profile, the POC, the highest and most difficult point to cross in the volume profile is being tested right now. So a lot of people, I think, are under the impression that we've jumped the hurdle, but right now we are actually right on top of the hurdle. We are mid-air, right? We are mid-jump, and we could come down and land on our feet and keep running, or we could face plant on the floor and get carried backwards by the bloody medics on the side of the pitch, as a analogy. Same thing with the S&P 500. It looks as though it's over resistance, right? But it's actually right at resistance on the weekly chart. So no, we are not quite where we need to be yet. We've done some good things. We've made some progress. We're not quite there. This weekly candle will ultimately decide a lot. What do I want to be seeing? Just to clarify, I want to be seeing a clear close above bull market support band. I want to be seeing a clear close above this level on the weekly chart RSI. I want to be seeing as well, it's not just Bitcoin related. I want to also be seeing Ethereum break to the upside, clearly above 2,800. I want to be seeing the total cryptocurrency market cap break above its POC, okay, above 2.26 trillion. Those things will be good. If we don't get a S&P 500 breakout, I'm not too concerned, but I would love to see that as well. But that's a bit of a side quest, right? I think the main charts we need to be focusing on Ethereum, Bitcoin, and the total cryptocurrency market cap. Don't jump the gun, okay? Do not jump the gun. That is what I will say. You can do what you want, obviously, but I'm not. And you know, I'll tell you right now, this price range has been full of scams, and the last thing you want to be doing is getting too bullish too soon. Because this very well could be another scam. I hope it's not. It doesn't look like it will be, but it could very well be. So be cautious. That's my kind of overall mindset right now. I am being cautious. You can do what you want. But guys, I hope you found that video useful. I obviously keep you updated on the price action. The weekly candle is just 2 days away. So tomorrow I'll give you an update as we're heading into the weekly candle. And then when we see the weekly candle, I will give you an update of the result of the weekly candle. So those will be my next 2 videos. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you see them. Don't get misled by idiots on crypto YouTube who don't know what they're talking about, who just see green candles and think everything is good, right? It's not that simple, unfortunately. Subscribe, hit the like button, really appreciate that. Check out the exchanges again, 15% trading fee discounts below with my referral link, Global Non-KYC. And also, if you want my opinion on altcoins, I do altcoin trading signals 4 times a week on Telegram. They have a 78.39% win rate over the course of my 24 months of doing them on Telegram. All right, every single trading plan, trading signal that I've posted, all the results are in that document. You can see it's fully transparent. I don't hide anything. It's all there. So 4 signals a week, and then also access to a group chat, which is actually just as important as the signals, right? Having a community of people you can discuss the market with, very important stuff. Check out VIP. Then we have, finally, our last thing I'll mention is the Crypto Academy Become a Trader 10-unit course. It's currently on sale. All right, so if you want to get a discount on trading education, that's where you can do it. All the information's on the website. Very good course, very high quality content for a very good price, especially with the discount. So check it out, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you tomorrow.